A party was formed at Adun Subang Jaya for the OKU by the partnership of Malaysian Care. Sunway Pyramid has hosted varieties of programs for OKU. The Subang community had a dialogue with OKU. Malaysian Care and CTPC Church had provided a toy library. Through the Adun Subang Jaya YB Henayu, the OKU has the chance to rise out their needs such as free car parks, job abilities, a special van for OKUs to travel around Selangor, and a place for higher education.
Party for persons with disability under the Adun Subang Jaya constituency. It was a partnership together with City Care and Sunway Pyramid. Sunway Pyramid provided the venue for free, and Sunway Pyramid hosted us with a variety of programs and performances for persons with disability. In my speech, I actually informed the people why we have decided to change the name of the program. Last year, we had a dialogue with OKU in MPSJ where we brought out all the OKU or people with disability to come out and voice their needs to the government. And this year we decided to name it person with disability simply because they are first to be seen as a person and not to be seen or to be defined by their disabilities. So we have decided to name our annual program for them as Program with People with Disability, and we hope that all different resident groups or agencies in this community will begin to include this group of people into their programs because they don't want to be isolated. And in my speech, I also mentioned to them the things that we have achieved on behalf of the state government for the group of people with disability in Subang Jaya. Last year, they requested for free car park, free parking for them all over Selangor and not just in Subang Jaya. They also requested for a toy library for children with special needs. And number 3, they wanted career opportunities with state government or any local agency or even the local government. They want to be able to find a job and provide for themselves. And so all these 3 have been fulfilled in Subang Jaya and in the state of Selangor this year. Malaysian Care and CTPC Church, they have come forward to host or to provide for a toy library, meeting the needs of these special children, because for these parents, for them to buy toys and to continue to provide resources for their children can be very, very expensive. So with this toy library, the parents can exchange resources, and this is now made available to them in SS15. So free parking has been announced all over Selangor and for people with disability. And number 3, YB Rodzia, the state exco, has recently announced, I think a few weeks ago, she announced that they will now set aside quota about 1% for all the state agencies and local government to provide for jobs for people with disabilities. People with disability have skills that we can tap into, and they can do computer works, they can work in the local council, and they can be part of this community, and it's important to include them. The next 2 things that we want to work for them is to ensure that MPSJ comes forward and provide facilities for people with disabilities, and that is to provide a van like what MBPJ is doing. Not just a van, but a van that is equipped with seat belts for people with disability. And the other thing that we want to do is also to provide higher education learning for children with special needs. Many times their needs are catered for at kindergarten level, at the primary school level and the secondary, but after secondary they do not know what to do. They can't go to college with special programs for them, so they are requesting for people to come up with special programs for them, and so that they can equip themselves and to ensure that they can contribute back to the society. So these are the things that we want to continue to hope and work for people with disability. It is important because a country is defined by how we care for the people, by how we care for different groups with different needs. So we want to champion the rights of the people with disability because they are very much part of rakyat of Subang Jaya.